Hey everyone, it's Karen Dubs here, FlexibleWarrior.com, day 5 of the 5-day Yoga Superfood and Self-Care Challenge. We're going to do 2 of everybody's favorites, most requested, a little core and a stretch combo. It's less than 10 minutes, so make sure you really carve out this time to commit, block out distraction, and really practice self-care. Let's start in child's pose. Go ahead and drop your hips back onto your heels, forehead to the mat, deep breath in and out through the nose, making sure you always honor, protect, listen to your body. Go ahead and shift forward onto your hands and knees, curl your toes. Let's start in a downward dog. Press back, bend the left knee, drop the right heel, bend the right knee, drop the left heel. Just continue to pedal out right and left, getting in opening up the calves and the ankles, getting a good stretch through the soleus and the Achilles. Inhale, draw forward to plank, engaging the core. Open the heart, squeeze the belly to the spine, and draw the inner thighs towards each other. Shift a little bit into the toes, bend the elbows, come all the way down to the floor. Interlace your fingers behind the tailbone, squeeze the palms together, draw the big toes together to touch. Feel as if you're a long line of energy from the crown of the head out to the toes, strengthening the whole back line of the body, but opening up the front line. Take a deep breath in, and then lower back down. Slide your hands under your shoulders, curl your toes under, pull your belly button in and up from the mat, engaging your core. Come up through a push-up if you can. Bent knees is fine. And then downward facing dog. The right leg's gonna lift up to the ceiling. You're gonna take a nice deep breath, reaching through the right toes, and then bring the right knee to the right elbow. Hold in this core plank. Bring the knee as high up onto the tricep as you can. Inhale, bring the right leg back into the sky. Take a deep breath, reaching through the right toes. Exhale, round your spine and bring your nose to your knee. So really push through your palms, hollow the belly, strengthen the core. Inhale, lift the right leg back into the sky. Same thing, reach through those toes. This time, bring the right knee over and across towards the left elbow. Strengthening the obliques. Hold it, breathe, and then inhale, right leg back into the sky. We're gonna get a nice pigeon stretch here. So the right knee is gonna come down to the right wrist. Point the left toe, slide back, enjoy your pigeon stretch. Open the heart first, take a deep breath, and then go ahead and release down, bringing the forearms down to the mat. You can rest your forehead onto your forearms or your hands, or you can stack your fists on top of each other like this and rest your forehead onto your fists, if that feels more comfortable in your neck. Take 3 deep breaths in and out through your nose, really allowing that right hip to open, releasing tension with the exhale, long, slow exhale. Really consciously try to breathe in and out through the nose here. That really sends that calming message to the central nervous system. Again, we're practicing self-care to lower stress and increase positive energy. On the next breath in, we're gonna go ahead and prop up to forearm plank. So the elbows are stacked right underneath the shoulders. Make sure you have good alignment. Curl the left toes under, squeeze the left knee straight, and then step the right foot through to the left foot, big toes together to touch. Long line of energy from the crown of the head out through the tailbone. So shoulders or hips in one line. So make sure the hips are not hiked up, but in line with the shoulders. We're gonna pivot over to the right forearm and sweep the left hand up to the sky for forearm side plank. So I want you to really lift that left hip up, and if you want to lift the left foot up as well, you can do that too. It's going to be a little bit harder, so do what feels good for you. Lift a little bit higher, look up to your left palm if you can, take one more nice deep breath in, and then we're going to go ahead and square off to the mat. So hips and shoulders are level. Go ahead and release the knees and the tailbone and the hips all the way down. Take your hands out behind your tailbone again like we started. Squeeze your palms together, open the chest, open the heart, reach the wrists back towards your ankles and bring your big toes together to touch. Go ahead and release all the way down. Slide your hands under your shoulders, curl your toes under, pull your belly button in and up from the mat. Again, either a straight leg or a bent knee, push up, and then downward facing dog. So from here, we're gonna lift the left leg up to the sky, really reach to the toes, take a deep breath in, and then that core plank, so you're gonna shift your weight forward and bring the left knee above the left elbow, right here. So the higher it is on the tricep, the more you'll feel your core. Yes? Yes. Inhale, left toes to the sky, nice deep breath. Exhale, shift forward, round your spine, bring your nose to your knee and really push through your palms, bringing your thighs close to your rib cage as you can. Really feel that core. And then left leg back to the sky, nice deep breath. Then we're gonna cross the midline, bringing the left knee to the right elbow. Hold it there, working the obliques for 3. And then left leg back up to the sky. One more nice deep breath until you get to enjoy your pigeon stretch. So left knee to left wrist, point the right toes, slide those right toes back, and then go ahead and release down. Elbows can come down to the mat. Again, if you want to, you can stack your fists on top of each other and rest your forehead there. Or if your forehead releases all the way down to the floor comfortably, then do that, right? Make sure you're really honoring and listening to your body, taking nice deep breaths in and out through the nose, consciously relaxing that tension through your hip as you exhale. Really take this time out to let that hip stretch and open for one more breath. Deep, deep breath in. And relax, sink, release tension as you exhale. Good job. So from there, we're going to go ahead and prop up to that forearm plank. So make sure the elbows are right underneath the knees. Right underneath the shoulders. Right toes are going to curl under. Right knee's going to squeeze straight. And then you're going to slide your left foot back to your right foot so your toes are together to touch. You are a long line of energy from the crown of the head out to the tailbone. So just check that your shoulders are in line with your hip bones. And then we're going to pivot into the left forearm. So, sorry, I'm going to turn my back to you for a second. Right hand's going to lift up. And then lift that right hip a little bit higher. If you want to lift your right foot up from your left foot, that's fine too. It is harder, so more is not always more. Make sure that you honor your body, work within your means. Take one more breath wherever you are, and then square off to your mat. Level everything out so hips and shoulders are level with your mat. And then go ahead and release the knees down. So we're going to come back to this locust pose one more time, and I'm going to give you a variation and an option. So this is the locust pose we've been practicing, right? Beautiful chest and heart opener. If you want to get a quad stretch and a little bit of a deeper heart opener, you can grab the tops of your feet, push the tops of your feet into your hand, reach your toes up to the sky. This is a wonderful quad and hip flexor stretch and heart opener. Take one more nice deep breath in. Again, honor wherever you are today. And then go ahead and slowly release it down. Push back to child's pose and just counter that back bend that we did by flexing the spine and rounding forward. Take a deep breath in child's pose. And then shift your weight forward. Good. Have a seat for a second. We're going to do one more thing. Okay, so hang with me. I want you to bring the bottoms of the feet together to touch. Good groin inner thigh stretch. Easy butterfly. You're going to draw your heels a little closer to you and then bend the elbows into the creases of the knees, getting a good stretch. And then, just for fun, we're going to, actually, let's do a straddle stretch next, so we'll put this all together. So go ahead and sit up from there, and then take a wide straddle stretch, so feet out wide, hands out behind you, give yourself a little scooch forward, and then hands can be out in front of you with a deep breath in. And then go ahead and fold a little bit deeper. So if the groin inner thigh is really sort of a tighter area for you, you might not get far. And you can actually even keep your hands out behind you. But if you are more flexible and you can bring your forearms down to the floor, that's great too. So whatever works for you, as long as you're feeling a good stretch, breathe. Make sure the toes are not rolling in. In fact, point the pinky toes back a little bit. So just for fun, a little bit of a core finale here. You're going to shift your weight up. We're going to put those two things together. So the butterfly that we started with, now you're going to catch your balance like we would in boat pose, right? So your feet are up from the floor. You're going to take your hands underneath and grab onto your feet so you're balancing here, working a little bit of strength from the core and groin inner thigh. Okay, and then just for fun, and I'm going to turn to the side here for this next one, I want you to make peace fingers. Bring them inside your big toe. So you're wrapping the big toe side of your foot and put your thumb right on top. And then if you can kick out with the legs, okay, the legs might not be all the way straight. They may be a little bit bent. That's totally fine. Straight if you can. and then come out to straddle. So the legs are out straight. You might teeter-totter a little bit. So you're putting that straddle stretch together with a fun little boat pose. Just try it. If you lose your balance, what's the big deal, right? Go ahead and cross your legs. Good job, you guys. Sit up really tall. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep breath in. Gather your energy and your strength. I'm so proud of you for finishing the challenge. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button. I'll do more challenges again in the future. And I appreciate you being here. You can find out more about all the programs and online challenges that I run, flexiblewarrior.com. Thank you so much. Stay flexible, warriors. Namaste.